All right. Good morning. Today is Tuesday, February the 2nd. It is 8:03 a.m. Woo, still yawning. Golly. Can't believe it. So what we're gonna do, y'all, same thing we do every day. Go through our watch list, figure out what opportunities we may come across today for a New York session. All right. So right now we're taking a look at AUD JPY right now. Let's back out to the daily. All right. The stochastic is in oversold territory, but there's a lot of bearish momentum. All right. Very key. All right. Then we see that price has basically been setting these lower highs. We did wick up, but basically still been going down. Okay. Also wick down as well, right? A lot of wicks. All right. Even yesterday started out bullish and ended up being a bearish day. All right. Let's dive down to the 4 hour. We see on the 4 hour, we ended up getting this head and shoulders pattern right here. Remember, we always want to measure from top to the base, right? They give us 62. 62 times 2 is 124, right? So this pattern paid out, right? Went down to 124. Then we came up, and it appears like we have another head and shoulders pattern where we have our left shoulder, we have our right shoulder, we got our head. And this is the play that we're currently in right now, working on. I do want to make a mental note, though, that we did come back down to this 79,557 mark, which we did hold as we did mark that off as a major level. All right. So we broke this level, but right now, I'm really hoping that this doesn't end up closing out. It's a double bottom. It's at 8 o'clock. No, this candle just really started. All right, let's go to intraday 2 hour. All right. We can still see this head and shoulders pattern, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. We're right here at again 79,761. We do want to break this level, because if we do not break this level, all right, we could be looking at a double bottom here. All right, but remember, we have to let the candlestick close. All right, which this one is going to close at 9 o'clock. So we will know at 9 o'clock if this candle closes or not. On the 1 hour, it does appear. Sorry. On the 1 hour, it does appear that we may have actually gotten a double bottom. All right. So definitely be careful with this. It could be enough to actually send us all the way back to the top of the zone. All right. Let's go down to 30-minute. All right. 30-minute is in oversold territory. All right. Go there. To 15-minute. All right. 15-minute also in oversold territory. We need to see this level break, y'all, so that we can continue lower, so that we can basically get that head and shoulders, the new head and shoulders pattern that we mapped out. We want to get that one. That one needs to pay out, right? On down to the 5-minute, we do have an engulfing candlestick, right? So I am actually going to exit this one right now. Right. Just because of the double bottom. I just don't like that, the way that looks. All right. So again, y'all, we could get some retracement this morning. It's very bearish night on AJ. I remember we normally get a reversal from whatever happened during the London session during this time. All right. AUD CAD ideas on AUD CAD also look like they are moving in the right direction. Let's go back to the hourly chart. Make sure we don't also have a double bottom here. All right. This one ended up moving the best for us overnight, right? Where this one's also, I mean, it's almost all the way played out. How many pips is left in this anyway? 20 more pips. 20 pips good. 20 pips good, right? But yeah, this trading idea is almost over with, right? So with this one, we're still waiting for this idea. Remember we had a bullish idea where when price comes down to this 0.97020 level, then we probably want to consider entering for a buy. All right, entering for a buy. So that play still looks like it's very much in motion. Let's go to the weekly. Just want to take a look at it. Sorry. Yeah, so we wicked off of this level pretty damn hard. Like we actually could probably end up coming all the way down to 0.9 I'm sorry, 0.95870. Looks like a major area of support right now, right? What's today? Tuesday. We still got Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, right? So multiple things can happen right now. We do have that bearish cross. All right. Let's look at it from the daily. Again, we see that we basically pushed under. We were looking for the break in the retest yesterday, but price ended up pushing up. Remember how we said it ended up giving us that better price that we was looking for, and it ended up continuing to go down bearish. All right. So again, y'all, I will be considering taking a buy from this level, but based on how bearish it is, based on how bearish it is, you definitely want to look for some type of bullish signal to actually tell you to get into this trade, right? So right now we're still waiting for the first part to end. So, you know, we want to see if we get a bullish green engulfing candle here from this level. If not, if the momentum pushes us through, then again, we want to just wait it out until we get to 95,885. All right. These trades, y'all, you don't want to jump in down here because price could turn against you. It could do so much against you that you don't really want to play those games, right? You want to make sure that you're taking these trades from these major areas of support resistance that we marked off, all right? So let's go to the GBPs. All right. So same thing with the GBP. We was thinking that this could end up being some type of possible head and shoulders pattern, right? We had a low, we set a high, we set a higher low, we set a higher high, all right? Then we're setting a lower high, but we're waiting for price to come back up to possibly our left shoulder, and then this bearish idea seems to me is very much still valid. Again, all right. We do again. We're waiting for it to come back up to that left shoulder. So yes, you could get in for a sale, but like right now, but why take so many pips off the table for yourself, right? Let's just measure it. We got 40 pips. Like, why take 40 pips off the table? That doesn't make any sense. Right? We're on the 2 hour. Okay. Now on the 2 hour, we are getting this little cross here. Right on the 2 hours, not quite cross yet. Let's look at it on the 1 hour. See if we got that cross. Right. Oh, still got that bearish look. All right. Go back out to the 4 hour again. So yeah. All right. Unless you already was in this yesterday, then obviously again I think you should wait until price comes down to this 142,679. All right. Or wait for it to pull back up and then enter. All right. Or you could get a break and then you can get a retest. Okay, so you want a break of this diagonal level support. And then we want that support to retest as resistance. All right. It retests as resistance. We in there like swimwear. All right. We did break the trend, however, on GBP CAD. All right. So all of these ideas are moving in the right direction. Moving in the right direction is great. All right. Let's go to the daily. All right. We can see it on the daily. Remember, we were saying that we got that engulfing red candlestick on the daily. All right. So there's a lot of bearish momentum on here. All right. We can see, taking a closer look, yes, we did again break our trend line. Okay, and we're looking to head down to 1.74277. All right, play is still in full effect, y'all. Full effect. All right. These trades seem like they've been lasting every bit of 2 days that I've been putting up. Just to take mental note of that. Still got 83 more pips to go until we reach the bottom of this zone. So you possibly could drill down in here and find you another entry level. For an example, if this ends up being an engulfing candlestick here, that could be another entry. All right, could be another entry. And then let's look at GA. All right, we know that GA sometimes has that mind of its own, right? We were thinking that this was going to be a head and shoulders pattern, okay? It ended up breaking our right shoulder and ended up coming all the way back up to the head. Is it too late for this idea? No, it's not too late. All right, it's not too late. Although we were in a wedge pattern, okay? Remember that we were in this wedge pattern. We were waiting on the wedge. Something like what we were talking about on gold. All right, we had a break, and then it retested as support. All right, and now it looks like it is appearing to go back up. All right, that's just my bias on that. Right, so I'm willing to discard this one. Okay, and make it a buy. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this, son. Okay. But we really said we wanted to wait until price breaks this 1.80735, which I still want to. All right. Ideally, we wanted to get in on the break and the retest. So when price actually reached down here, we could get rejection from that level. We see that we had rejection from this level 3 times before. All right. But this level is also acted as support. All right. Technically, we did break outside of our wedge. I do want to take note though that it is quite a bit of room still left here in this wedge, right? So I could actually see this, like I said, rejecting off of this level and then coming back into this wedge to kind of finish it off a little bit more before the actual break in the retest. So this could be like an early sign that things are going to get that things are going to be bullish, right? But again, we do already have that break and retest. So we need to see what's going on with this candle. All right. Wait till we get an engulfing candle. We did get that big extension candle followed by a doji. All right. And whenever we get a big extension candle, right, pushing us higher, and then a doji, most of the time we get another candle just as long as the previous candle, right, in the opposite fashion. So instead of it being a green, we get a red. All right. And then if that's the case, we get that big bearish candle, then yes, that the ideas of running with the bears is in full effect, right? Is in full effect. If not, yeah, again, we want to wait for price to break. So we're gonna hold off. Actually, let's put it at our alerts on, right? So we got our alert on one level, and then we'll also put an alert on our that diagonal trend line. All right. So we're getting an alert when it's time for that one to pop off. All right. Now, another good idea that we had on gold yesterday, smacked it out the park. Okay. Again, we were looking at head and shoulders pattern on this. Price came up, it rejected off our level. You see, we went straight into profit and never left profit alone, right? Never left profit alone. So that's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. Now, as far as our, remember, I was saying that's why we didn't want to jump in this trade here just because it touched that line, especially for a buy at the top. We wanted to see the alerts to make sure that price was reacting to these levels the way that we want them to react. Okay, but it appears to me that we're right back in our wedge, right? Right back in our wedge. And again, it looks like we have a little bit of space here before we actually get a breakout. So same thing, y'all. We're looking for a break and a retest, all right, on top of this 1873 line, all right? Or we're waiting for a break and a retest for price to be underneath our money line, all right? That's what we're waiting on gold. All right, that's what we're waiting on gold. All right, yeah. Yesterday was a quick, easy one. We could go for another buy again, but we don't really know which direction that price is really going on. I'm looking for positions that I could hold on to. You know what I'm saying? Right? When you got to be like, dang, should I close that zone? Like, should I get out this position? Should I take my money now? Right? Those are the positions that I want. You know what I'm saying? That's just stay in profit. And you like, dang, like, what should I do? All right. Now let's go to Jur 30, which kicked my ass yesterday. I'm telling y'all, man, do not trade this stuff if you don't have enough money in your bank account, because it will, the smallest thing, y'all, will wipe you out hundreds. All right. So we had to retest our monthly support. All right. We broke out our channel, okay, that we originally marked off. Let's delete that. All right. But we are getting this rejection here. All right. So we're still kind of like in a channel. We're just in a bigger channel. That's all. All right. So we could be at a major level. Let's just back out a little bit. Let's look at what we're looking at. What we looking like. Sorry for the month. Okay. And we see that we're right back. All right. Right back. We're at our diagonal level of support. All right. I mean resistance. I'm sorry. So again, are we going to reject back down and continue lower? All right. We're saying that it could come down to this 12,558. Right. That's definitely possible. 12,558. But we also could continue to push higher. Right. All at the same time. So we see that we had one idea here. Almost hit 4 take profit on that. Came all the way back up to entry, y'all. That's why you want to lock in. You want to lock in, okay? On and make sure that you lock in your profits, because price can turn against you. You know, you can be right back. You know, after being up $500, $600, $700, you could be giving back that whole $500, $600, $700 if you don't lock in your profit. All right, so make sure that you are locking in your profits as you go. So again, we need to see what happens here. Okay, we are right there at that level. Okay, I do not necessarily see a pattern. All right, I don't necessarily see a pattern other than this head and shoulders pattern that we was thinking that was going to pay out, that didn't quite go the distance. All right, that's the only thing. All right, we got a 505, so we need to go down to 1,010. Right, so again, we didn't quite hit this line. We didn't quite hit that line, so we're still waiting for price to hit that line. We are getting some rejection. Again, we're back in the wedge. We are in the falling wedge. All right, which usually means that we're going to get the break and the retest to the upside. So again, we have to pay attention here to see if we are going to end up rejected from this level, which so far we're getting rejection from that level, right? But again, we want it to be an engulfing candlestick, right? We need it to be bigger than the body of this candle, right? We also wanted to be underneath our this major, I think it was either weekly or monthly level of right now support, right? So we break and retest that level, then we're still looking at this bearish play to continue. If we break out of that, all right, and we end up breaking and retesting and being on this 138.42, all right, I'm actually going to put an alert on that level, right? I'll put an alert right there so that it notifies me when price reaches that level, so I could make an educated decision on which way I want to go. All right. I also put one on this level too, an alert. You can never have too many alerts. All right. And the final one that I'm going to take a look at is Amazon. All right. Amazon did its thing. You know, had an overall, it broke, but then gapped up. That's one thing about Amazon, that you really don't want to hold these trades overnight, because like the gap is like ridiculous. Sometimes it doesn't even make sense to why it gapped up the way it did, right? Like we were underneath, we had a head and shoulders pattern. We were underneath 5 diagonal level support. Price gapped up over the weekend on top of it, and it just pushed back up to the top of the zone. All right, kind of same thing that it was doing last week, right? We have not quite broken the top, but we do see that according to the 4-hour, we are getting oversold signals, right? Oversold signals. we almost have engulfing candlestick. They're like almost the same size. So I wouldn't be surprised to actually see um, Amazon push higher today, right? Engulfing candlesticks. Engulfing candlesticks. Can't make this stuff up. All right. But we do want to see what happens at this level 35, 33.51. All right. Make sure we got our alerts set so we can figure out which way price is going to go. So we know if it's a buy or sell. If it breaks this high, we're going to push higher. If we break this low, we push down still. All right. So with that being said, y'all, I definitely appreciate y'all for rocking with me every single morning. It again looks like overall we're gonna have a bearish day. All right, across the board. It could be a bullish day on the G30. We'll see the G30. Again, it depends on reaction. We could be just have a bearish day altogether. All right. But again, wait to see what price is telling you. If you have any questions, screenshot, post it in the group. Let us know. We'll be there for you to help answer your questions. All right. So appreciate y'all. This is recorded for your playback, so you can look at it as many times as you want. We will be here to help you along the way, and we will be live tonight. It's Tuesday at 9 o'clock. Kenny will be doing the live Asia session. Kenny's been on fire, so make sure you do not miss that. All right, y'all. Peace out. Talk to you later.